Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the chocolate room.
Welcome to maDCap DC, the Halloween special. I'm Daniel Bloom.
And I'm David Ross. Our guest will introduce himself.
My name is Cameron Argon, but I'm also known as Big Chocolate.
And who better to present to a hungry audience than a man named Big Chocolate, and on Halloween no less.
I picked up Cameron and his friend Joe. When we arrived, Big Chocolate broke off a few bars.
I can give you some new stuff that probably I might get in trouble for giving you.
Oh, we like that. I like the sound of that.
I'll just play it from your phone.
All right, cool.
Hold your breath. Make a wish. Count to 3.
The best part was I wasn't really briefed on anything that's going on. I was just told there was a podcast at 9:30 and they're gonna pick you up at this spot, and I was like, all right, cool. I love those things.
Hey, it's an adventure. You might as well just say yes and see what happens.
And we got here, and I got a little bit wait, what is this? What's actually going on? So can he hear us in there?
Oh, yeah.
Right now he can, or
That's why he's smiling.
look at him. Look at his little grin.
Also joining us for this maDCap Art Symposium is Sarah Sunshine. This ballad is called Carp Fish.
Get on the floor if you got that booty.
This is where you just stand and you just put your hands up. You just stand there. You just feel the power of nothing. Just yes. Nothing's even happening, but this is awesome.
Damn. This is serious shit right here.
My name is Cameron Argon, but I'm also known as Big Chocolate.
Let's talk about that real quick.
My name?
Your name, Big Chocolate. How did you acquire this name?
Big Chocolate. Basically, came from the whole MySpace era. You know, everyone in the MySpace scene was Brutal Ben or Gory Joseph. I'm gonna be Big Chocolate because I was 13, 14, super underweight, as white as can be, and I was just this will be stupid, and this will be hilarious. And then when I started making electronic music, I did my first remix for this metal band called Suicide Silence, and I figured the best way to make the connection that it was me from those metal and electronic stuff to use that name.
But it leads to a misconception. Do people not expect you to be, let's say, an African American when you show up? Maybe 6'4"?
Oh yeah, especially these earliest stages of my career where it's no one really knew what I looked like. And I've tried. Now I'm really trying to put my face on more stuff. And I called my last album Redhead Loke because I wanted everyone to know I had red hair and I wasn't this super big burly black dude.
That's what they want.
That's what the people want. So driving down here today, we were listening to Redheaded Loke, and that is tight. I mean, there's a lot going on that album.
Get your hands up. Top lip.
first of all, we know we have to get you out of here relatively quickly because you're going over to play U Street Music Hall, my absolute favorite venue in the world, a place at which...
In case anybody didn't know that.
And, yeah, that's right.
Yeah. He gets erect for this.
A place at which Moombaton has become very popular.
Oh, it is popular
thanks
there?
to Nodastrom, Dave Nada, and the Moombaton massive parties that go down there. And was it Truman's Waltz?
Yeah, that's the one. That's the 110 Moombaton track on it.
Yeah, baby. I think if you throw that out tonight, the locals are gonna flip out.
You know I be getting it sorta like I'm supposed to. Hands up, get your hands up.
Hey, go.
It was funny because like I was playing with all these like these snare patterns and stuff, and I was playing with all the drum and bass, the halftime drum and bass and whatnot. This was like a year and a half ago, and a buddy of mine was like, "You gotta check out Moombaton," and I thought he was talking about like an act or something. Like I was really confused, and then I heard like some this guy named Munchies Productions.
Munchies.
Yeah,
Love
that
him.
guy is
Dominican-born,
so sick.
he now lives in Holland, and the guy is nasty.
Bang, bro.
He just kills it. His productions. He's always like a year and a half ahead of the curve. Like always. I don't know. The guy's a G. But I heard some of that stuff and I was like, this is awesome. I'm gonna start experimenting with a lot of it. But Truman's Waltz was a song I did with my good friend Budo, who I shared a bus with on Warped Tour. Okay. And he's a musician. He's a producer, but he's like a big musician. Like he plays the keyboards, he plays the trumpet, he plays the guitar, and he basically just made this track at like 120 BPM, and it was like a bunch of like these, like all the keys and stuff you hear in it, all his stuff. But yeah, the whole Moombaton thing, that's where I guess that's like the first thing I've really like put out in that genre. Although I've been like a pretty big fan of it for quite some time.
Pull up in the booth, do top lit. Pull up in the booth, do top lit. Back, pull up in the booth, do top lit. Pull up, get your hands up, get your hands up. Pull up in the booth, do top lit. Pull up in the booth, do top lit. Back, pull up in the booth, do top lit. You know I be getting it sorta like I'm supposed to.
Shout out to Budo, and shout out to Jonah Loeb, who is a childhood friend of Budo, and that's how we even know about you.
Really?
Yes, my boy Jonah Loeb grew up in Seattle, outside Seattle. He grew up with Budo, and that's the connection.
I didn't know that.
Absolutely.
You don't invite me in.
I'm sorry.
It's a small world.
Are you playing Blue Milk tonight?
Hell yes.
Let's talk about Blue Milk. Let's talk about
milk.
That's what won David Ross over,
Yeah.
because he's a hip-hop head, and I played that for him, and he was like, okay.
Fuck with me.
I mess with this.
I
Big
get
chocolate
this.
guy. I mess with this. Hold up. What is this?
It's called Blue Milk.
Yes. And that song did well on Beatport as well, did it not?
Yes, it's still #1 on the hip hop chart.
Bang!
Whoa, fuck with me. Roll up.
The 808 drum kit, I've always loved that drum kit. And the biggest drum kit in dance music is the 909, which is like the more hard housey kit that in house music today it's not super popular, but it's like